RIT, Cincinnati, Liberty, UConn, and Delaware. Phoenix are going to go down right here from Mississippi State as Luter taking some shots. Gets two of them with Jason Tomasi as well. What is happening here? Mississippi State having a rough time right off the bat. As
that
Phoenix,
was a quick 2 kills from UC Irvine right there. Kills that they could probably use, but they're already pretty safe in.
Yeah.
Things, so kills are never bad. That's just going to solidify them even more.
Mississippi State kind of, I would say, almost in danger of going out. They're in ninth place. It's not as bad. Again, there's a 13-point delta between Colorado School of Mines in the 12th place position right now with 40 points and Mississippi State with 53. So again, that's going to hurt them right off the bat. But again, with 71 players, 18 teams, now we're at 69. They do have the duos, but we may see Irvine kind of chase them after here. And again, Mississippi State, if they go out first here, it could hurt their chances of actually being in playoffs. And you're going to see them have to dodge Luter, who's in the boat right now, and they may just chase these kills.
Yeah, they might. We'll show you guys that graphic of who's in, who's out, who's on the bubble. When we have a break in the action here, we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to keep focusing in on this...
Oh, there they go.
So we call it battle between UC Irvine and Mississippi State. Yeah, there goes Commander Zhao. And one more left for Mississippi State. That's Sino. He looks like he just got on a jet ski there and he's taken off,
Yeah, but an unfortunate surface for air as Luter finishes him off. Commander Zhao off as he pokes his head out above water. Now this is Team 12. You're looking at University of Delaware here with a whopping 2 points coming into game number 4 against Texas Austin with a whopping 96 points coming into game number 4 here. So, Nana...
to say, this right here is a bit of a rough matchup for Delaware.
At least in terms of the performance so far. We've... I don't believe Hunter was there last night for Delaware, or I don't remember seeing it. Or
no, he was.
He was. That's right. Okay.
He just didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there. He just wasn't
there. Yeah. And Hunter historically been kind of the Delaware's main fragger, kind of someone who's really carried their team in terms of the kills and points given. And again, you saw Naraya with the kind of brains in the strategy, but I guess Delaware just having a hard time in the playoff qualifiers right now. So interested to see how they handle this engagement with the number 1 seeded team so far.
Again, this is just going to be a lot of waiting. They're not really doing a whole lot of looting right now. Delaware isn't. I think UT Austin's just like, let them shoot at us. We'll just turn and refrag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're just about doing their thing in Pachinki, and they have the entire northern part of that city left.
They do, and I think it's more so that I think the strategy comes down to looting enough to the point where you're okay with what you have than engaging the team that's there. And I think Delaware may be looking to do that. You saw Hunter kind of trying to get an angle onto anybody who may come out into Pachinki. He does have the M16 with the red dot, and that is pretty solid in terms of fragging ability right off the bat. Liberty University here, Team 15, going to go for the care package. Seeing what's inside. M24, you can see that he traded his VSS for that.
I mean, that's a good trade.
Yeah, and a level 3 vest, I imagine, because he dropped his level 2. So, overall, a solid care package. Liberty University struggling as well a little bit, having 12 points coming into this game. So, interesting to see, again, how they maybe that M24, give them the momentum maybe, if their team can utilize it. Thug Trail, Virginia Commonwealth meeting up with his teammate Pixel Bob as they're taking shots from Colorado School of Mines, who's trying their best. They're the ones, I think, in the most danger of going out at 40 points, only 2 ahead of Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville, SIUE, with 38, and then behind Oregon with 43. So,
you know what, if we're going to be talking about this, let's just bring up the graphic now.
Yeah, just real quickly.
Yeah, so as you can see here, you know, this gives you a full layout of what we're looking at for get into playoffs, who's on the bubble, who's probably safe, and who really, really needs to perform tonight. So
yeah, don't want to stay on here for too long, as I do want to bring you guys some more of the action back in Pachinki, but just a quick glance at kind of where our minds are at, and that's basically the 12th below need to perform, and everybody above 12 is either on the fence or likely safe for the most part. Yep. So we'll bring that slide again back to you at the end and talk about how those teams performed in game, so we can give you guys that kind of confirmation. Naraya holding a little bit of an aggressive stance on this side of the street. Again, they're all on the same side of the street, but the 2 duos, you're looking at the mini map right here, is what I'm talking about. You have the 2 duos, or the 1 duo, moving up towards the duo under the sea in Pachinki. Again, Naraya kind of scouting out Pachinki, trying to find UTA, but UTA moving a little bit more northwest bound towards the church, towards that area, and they might, you know, they're doing their best. They're doing a really good job, actually, of staying together. But you do see, I believe, EMP captain. It's a little
I
farther.
think the rest of Delaware has the right idea here. I wouldn't want to take this engagement if I were them. You know, Delaware, they really need to be careful here, because one, I mean, if they were to go out right here, and I have faith in Delaware, but I don't have that much faith. I would not bet on them winning an engagement against UT Austin.
Yeah, as Hunter goes down right there, as EMP Captain gets a nice pick. Hunter just not able to get that frag onto EMP Captain. And if they go out first here, I think they can. I mean, it's important to know here that every team, even the ones that must perform, it says must perform, not unlikely or very unlikely. Because if they perform, they can get in. It's just the case where Naraya is going to take a half health and not looking good for Delaware. So if they don't perform in this game, then their chances, I mean, this game specifically, game number 4, then their chances of actually getting into the playoffs, well, they're not good.
To be honest, I would say if Delaware ends up losing this engagement right here, and they all go down, I would count them out. I'm not even sure if they'd mathematically be able to get back in.
But EMP Captain, actually, the tide's turning a little bit. Hunter finding his ground again, getting a knock and kill. EMP Captain with the M16, leaving Dorado, Elwood, and Nano left alive. A 3-player squad. Seeing in how Texas Austin decides to respond to this engagement, I think they're just going to keep holding angles, try and refrag onto Delaware. And I think that's the best course of action at this point. They really want to just land that one frag, even out kind of the numbers right here, do their best to put themselves in a favorable position. But you see Delaware again grouping up now in the house, making themselves more of a presence. Nano going to do an interesting jump, rotate across to the house. Degrado going to follow suit as well. Hunter going to rotate towards the 3-story, holding that. You see the shots being fired. Naraya going to go down. Elwood taking those shots with the M16.
What they need to do is Vincent needs to go over to the house to his right, our left. Hunter needs to get in that house and stay there, so that way they have the 2 in the center and then 1 on each side to get kind of that wide angle flank on them.
Definitely. And I think, again, we're watching. It's just kind of a stalemate right now. None of them, both teams are kind of hesitant. As Elwood goes down there. Hunter finding his ground tonight, knocking Elwood.
This is his second one, too.
Hunter finally knowing kind of what's up, and I wouldn't be surprised they're not pushing here. This is kind of where Delaware needs to push. They need to be aggressive. They need to find their ground and push across the street, but they're not going to. Degrada's going to get the res onto Elwood, and that's going to put Elwood able to be first aiding up and regain his health. He's without a helmet. Again, that's an important factor. He could get one shot right here, but again, Delaware just playing way too passive. They could have wiped Delaware or UT Austin here if they just pushed across the street.
And now they're pushing while they're retreating, so this is not a good thing for Delaware to start pushing here. If you didn't push back when you had the opportunity, you missed your chance.
Yeah.
Don't try it now, because they're going to retreat, fall back into different buildings. You're not going to know exactly where they are. You knew exactly where they were before, but you are now at a disadvantage if you try and push into them.
Yeah, and you can see Hunter's trying to do just that, but UT Austin doesn't want to have this happen. Degrado, Elwood, and Nano following suit, running out the north end of Pochinki. But yeah, the rotate I think would have really done there, and that would have, interestingly enough, given UT Austin the biggest delta in finishes in a while. We would have seen them finish 2 games first, 2 games last.
Yeah, that'd be
kind of funny.
Yeah, actually,
that'd be really funny. It's
really funny, honestly, that they're currently in first despite having 2 wins and 1 last.
In 1 last place. You can see what happens with consistency.
Yeah.
And kind of how point systems reward consistency. In the circle, I didn't mention it earlier, but it really isn't anything I would call home about. It's very central. Yeah, very fair. I think all the teams are pretty much in it. There's a few rotating in now towards the north end. Saw Yukon over there.
UCSD still outside the circle as well. I think they went for the northern tier, northeast of Stalber, like the Kameshki route and the road up that way.
Yep. Thought I'd mention Team 8. That's University of Cincinnati. After losing Elm Zero, I think they've really been struggling in these playoff qualifier series. You can see that their placement isn't nearly as high, or it's not great. It's not what it was during the well, I say not great, but they are not in playoffs as of right now. They need to perform.
They're in 15th.
Yeah.
With 7 total kills.
And
I guarantee you if Elm Zero were still on that team, they'd be probably in like 5th with like 20 or more kills.
Yeah, so the loss of their top fragger really just hurting them, and to the point where I don't even think they might get. It's, you know, it all depends. You know, if they get into playoffs or if they perform in these next 2 games, it will decide, you know, the series going forward. In X Storms, this is West Virginia on Chubba Bubba, Oregon. Both teams, I believe, fairly safe. Or no, Oregon.
No,
Oregon
is
West
likely safe. Oregon is 11th. Oregon has not been having a good series so far. They've been going out kind of early. You know, they've been getting like 10th, 11th place, 9, 10, 11. Not entirely sure. I'll give you the exact look, their exact finishes here in a moment. But yeah, not doing as well as they would want. Yeah, so we have an 11th, we have a 7th, and another 11th. So.
And you saw there, Chubba Bubba had his car exploded right in front of West Virginia, so kind of caught out in a situation where he doesn't want to be. Marku now, or Nano, getting called out by It's Me Chuck D from team number 18. He's going to go down there as Iron Tank God gets kill credit. SIUE picking off another Texas Austin. Again, they weren't the first team to go down as JB knocks Chubba Bubba with that M416 and unlikely to get rezzed. You can see he's just all alone from Oregon. The rest of his team drove away, but the explosion of the car forced Chubba Bubba to get out, of course, and then go down.
Yeah, so they're going to start looking for an Oregon team that just isn't there.
Yep. So you can see actually JB's looking for it, spreading out along the hill. You can see him checking the hill to the east, or yeah, to the right of your screen, and then Max going around the other side. But now they're pushing straight towards Chubba Bubba and able to just get that finish. And Oregon losing another player right off the bat. No.
Yeah.
I am Win from LSU, having probably an accident with a car, is going to get knocked from falling.
Whoops.
Whoops, indeed, that happens. JB, Mighty Derb. There's the finish, and they get kill
I would have
credit.
just punched him. Why waste ammo?
Oof, that's BM.
Or panned him.
That's BM, though. Salsa now looking again at Oregon, finding themselves in a rough spot. Zamo. Haiti with a crossbow! It's about time we've seen a crossbow kill. Knock.
It wasn't Legolas, though.
It wasn't Legolas.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't Legolas.
That's also fair. Classified getting...
Southern, step up your game.
Classified onto OSU, actually. Zacho and Trump are going to go down with the vehicle explosion. Strobro knocking Age of Defeat from Ole Miss with an M16. Oregon in a rough spot here. Vince, Haiti, and Salsa are separated. It's Cincinnati in the middle, though. Son of Paint, that's Liberty University on Fake Prax, knocking and killing G Price, refragging onto Haiti with a frag grenade, knocking Salsa with that same nade. Gonna go down right there. Salsa is separated from Events, who is going to run, and Oregon bleeding right off the bat.
Yeah, no, this is not what they want. They need to... So Events at this point, we've seen Solo Boys make it very, very far, but he needs to keep that trigger discipline. He needs to not take those unnecessary chances and try and get, kill happy.
Yeah, we've seen that from some of the teams tonight. Specifically, I'm looking at UConn. Carpe Diem onto Salsa with the Scar L and Chaos Hammer on HD Beast from LSU. I mean, I'm just stating the facts here. I'm just stating the facts. You see Proximus Blackfin in from LSU, Chaos Hammer from Virginia Commonwealth, Slat running now. Chaos Hammer going to peek a little bit too much, going to hit one shot and get shot as Slat runs towards the building in a zigzag pattern like you're escaping from a crocodile, but instead of a crocodile, it's Chaos Hammer from Virginia Commonwealth. And they're going to get inside that compound and feel relatively safe. You see Team 11...
pushed up a little bit from his team.
He did get pushed up. Strobro finally killing Age of Defeat from Ole Miss. You can see now DeGrotto and UT taking shots. Again, this is Delaware, who still is in Pachinki, taking some pot shots all the way across those fields. Team 18, SIUE, sees Cincinnati down the hill. A little bit of an engagement. Still some shots being fired. Downhill, trying to get into an engagement, trying to get a pick, but nothing connecting as of yet, but both teams are aware of each other. Yeah, Cincinnati, if they lose here, it's going to be really bad because they need to perform, like, now.
I would count them out if they lost right here.
Yeah, definitely.
SIUE, they're in 13th right now.
Yeah.
So if they win this fight, I would give them a really good chance of making it in.
Carpe just having a hard time with that ledge right there. You saw the ledge eating some of his shots as the bullets don't go right where the crosshair is. They do come out of the barrel of the gun instead of shooting right where the ACOG points. So if he didn't have that, Chuck D would have gone down right there. probably with those headshots is the crosshair lining was perfect, but just, you know, the way the bullets work in PUBG, it's not going to connect right there, and that's going to be rough. That could have been the pick that let them push onto SIUE right here and kind of tip the scales in Cincinnati's favor to get into playoffs.
Either way, whoever wins this engagement, I think, is going to continue on to have their chance. If either one loses this engagement, they're going to have a really, really, really rough time getting in. Maybe SIUE, if they lost, I'd still give them a chance, but I think if Cincinnati loses this, they're just out.
Yeah. You see, UC Irvine with their quote-unquote rivals UConn, again, they were fighting with each other to get into playoffs. Now they're in qualifiers, both of them together.
They ended up both making it, yeah.
Ended up both making it. You can see them taking shots at each other. UConn as well needs to perform, only having 6 points as of last night. Again, it's possible for them to get in, but it's going to be an uphill battle that I hope that they're prepared for.
West Virginia has one down. We have a few down everywhere else.
Yeah, looking at Team 10, the LSU now on Mr. Muffs, who's going to go down. He'll lose another one. Ali D going down. Finished off 2 down from UConn as LSU gets 2. Sniped out of a car.
Man.
And I notice this a lot. UConn just spends a lot of their time in the car instead of holding a compound. They just need to get more confident in crashing compounds and being able to hold an area instead of driving around, because at this point in the circle, all of these houses are going to be filled. So you're going to have to fight for a position. And this applies to nearly every team. You can see every compound on the map in the circle right now has somebody there. Their best bet would be to push the compound east of Crater along that road, as the team holding it is a little bit sparsed out and there's more buildings, but it's going to be an uphill battle as KS Hammer goes down. Naraya from University of Delaware getting a pick, Hunter got refragged as KS Hammer went down, finishing him off. Thug Trio, Pixel Bob, and Daniel D from Virginia Commonwealth still alive. And Hunter is going to get rezzed here.
I don't think we've seen a team actually die yet. Did we start with all 18? I don't think
we did. I think we did. We just missed whoever went down first. We can check that at the end of the game. But I know we started with 18 teams.
I don't know who it was that went down then.
Griff Gallimore on Maxter with an M24 headshot. You can see that M24 they picked up in the beginning of the game coming into effect. Now SIUE onto Classified, just not... Oh, there they go. He's going to take
the
some
shots! For the love of God!
Take the shots, my guy! He did. He didn't go down, as I think he waited too long. I think
he was waiting for him to like crouch or something and put his head in range, but no. You see the shots, just take them. Quick taps.
Yeah, and when you have all 4, you can engage with CSM right here. And CSM feeling pretty nervous with SIUE because these are 12 and 13 teams. CSM 12, SIUE 13. Again, whoever wins this engagement could be big. Zamo going to put his head into range, but Iron Tank God not able to connect with that shot. Shabu finishing Jake Blue. Jaywalk knocking Zamo. Zamo going down is big. Shabu finishing Jake Blue from OSU, but Jaywalk knocking Zamo from CSM is big right now. Again, that's a down for CSM. They're inside the building and it's a long range engagement, so they're able to get the res off, so it's not that big of a deal in the long run of things, but it's going to be, you know, good for momentum. They have the down and they could have pushed off of that, but now the circle closes in with CSM being inside, and it's going to be a push now. You also can see Georgia Southern behind SIUE, so they have to push in behind them, and we can see an engagement kind of come out with the 3-way because of it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I know I'm talking about a coulda, shoulda, woulda here, but when they had him down, they should have pushed, because now they don't have a choice but to push, and it has to be on Colorado State or Colorado School of Mines terms rather than your own.
Mm-hmm. And I think this circle has been really fair so far. It's nothing I would say that's totally crazy, but it's also been really fair to a lot of teams and pretty much everybody, as now UC Irvine suffering a little bit. Looter looking like to get shot at from Maxter. This is West Virginia. JV knocking out Mixtape a little bit earlier with the M416. Going to go for the finish. Z Captain finishing Shadow 1Z with the Car 98K. And looking at Maxter, trying to finish Mixtape off. Not able to connect with those shots. Shabu, Looter, last 2 players left alive. Right here, nice frag grenade going to come out from Shabu, killing Mixtape. Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure that was a self frag.
That was
that he didn't get the kill.
Yep, that was definitely a deny. Looking at Zamo on the Leviv with an M4, he's going to go down. And Georgia Southern pushing into the hill with that frag. They're not going to engage. They're going to decide to veer westward. And Jawa still holding all of those windows, trying to catch CSM peeking.
So he's got to move now.
Now they have to move. The circle is closing in. And you can see the smoke trail coming out of Jawa, tossing them all down. a little bit later, and you can see now the rotations start once the smokes happen. Here they come. Frag grenades going, classified.
They did not get those. They did not get those smokes out far enough.
No, they didn't. But Lefev and Chuck T not able to get shot at as Jwa eats some shots. Is classified landing some nice, solid frags inside. Hunter from Delaware knocking Pixel Bob with that Scar L. Still looking classified though.
Who'd we have die?
Might have been Yukon. I saw one go down in the kill feed, but I'm not sure.
If it was Yukon, I'm gonna say that they're
done.
Out of
Yep.
this, yeah.
I completely agree with you. As much as I don't want to, I think the play speaks for itself as Chuck T pushes around Levif. Now they're inside. Now they're storming the compound. It's going to be 18 and 11. Again, this is SIUE against CSM, a really important fight for these two teams right now. Depending on how it goes and depending on, because it's so early. Hunter finally getting Thug Trio with a Scar L. Legolas getting Yup was taken with the M16. Just a knock. Iron Tank God going to be shot at a little bit as Krosi gets a good angle on him from that 2-story. And again, putting SIUE in a rough spot right here. They're not in the position that they want to be. But G-Price from Cincinnati getting the refrag on to Georgia Southern. Res guy is down. Yup was taken is down. And you hear the frag. Curly's pushing in. If he checks to his right, the res is going on. To your right. He gets one. He's going to try and get Honey Badger. He's not going to get it. Cincinnati's going to get the refrag. Culpepper pushing in to try and get another one. He's down. Wild Honey Badger super low as well. Culpepper not going to go down. G-Price last remaining player is Honey Badger gets it. And no, he's not dead. G-Price still alive. They're not. Nobody's dead yet. Legolas is down. What the heck just happened there?
I'm really not sure.
That was an interesting engagement. Honey Badger.
It's still not over yet.
It's still not over. They're still fighting.
Yeah.
10 and 14 Irvine and LSU now. Looking at Shabu peeking left of the yellow house. You can hear I Am Win running really close to him, checking up the hill. But I Am Win going to get an angle. Not sure what his attack strategy was as Shabu gets that easy frag onto LSU right there.
This is something that we see that's a definite hallmark between the top teams and the lower teams. Is that the lower teams you'll hear us say a lot like, I don't know what they were doing there. Like, okay, I guess if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But the top teams were always like, oh, they're doing that for this reason.
Yeah, and
yeah. Careless mistakes on the bottom on the bottom teams. The top teams, everything they do is purposeful.
Careless mistakes, the slayer of high school algebra and lower tier PUBG teams alike. We see this into full effect at this point. Proximus Blackfin and Slat from LSU. Proximus Blackfin have to leal up. Looter made the good rotate over to get some good damage on a Proximus Blackfin. Not able to go get the down, but he is going to be holding that half wall. I do not know if reinforcements are going to alive. Slat going to go down as well. Not able to get that peek onto the half wall. Going to sustain no damage. You're going to see Proximus Blackfin make the move now, trying to get inside. Wondering if he's going to peek the corner. He is as well. Get a nice shot. Looter with a good peek and going to put Proximus Blackfin to the point where he has to med again, and you're going to see the push now.
Get him if you can get him off guard.
He heard the door opening, but he is actually going to decide to go through the door instead. He was looking for the fake, but he's going to hold that out. See, nope, he hears him though. Proximus Blackfin kind of caught out, really can't enter the building now, and he may just ditch and run is probably what he's going to do. Carpe Diem going to finish Legolas from Georgia Southern. Cincinnati doing well.
I believe that was it for Georgia Southern. I'm not sure though. Oh wait, nope. Wait. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. So Cincinnati getting that team kill as they run right into West Virginia, running right into SIUE as Jwa storming down the hill. Levif going to get behind the shack. Tank God now taking shots at X-Worms who peeked out a little bit too long. You're going to see him now carefully adjust his angle and try and get a good peek without exposing himself. Levif with the smoke grenades coming out. You're going to see a lot of these teams using smokes. Iron Tank God trying to get, nope, X-Worms getting caught out a little bit. Knows the spot isn't really working out for him too well. Wondering if you're going to see the rotate, but I think SIUE doing a great job of suppressing the building right now. Cheek T going to get hit a little bit, but they're doing a great job of suppressing, and they're going to look to push. And we've seen
to push in farther, yeah.
Yeah, and SIUE historically really well at storming compounds like this, especially because it's only one building. Is the Iron Tank God
right up on it.
flanking? Yeah, they did this with CSM. X-Worm's going to go down. Mighty Derb going to get the finish, and that's going to be it. West Virginia in 12th place. Yeah,
I had one more in still.
Nope.
No.
They just went for 12 to 11 teams.
All right. West Virginia exiting in 12th then.
SIUE doing an absolute fantastic job of storming compounds right inside the zone. They've done it twice in one game, and they've really showed off. As Degrado gets one knock, as Kupta from RIT going to try and get the refrag onto Elwood, but Elwood's going to go down. Naraya actually getting kill credit for that. DeGrotto going to now have to go for that res onto Elwood, but Delaware has a read onto where these guys are, but luckily enough, Elwood is behind a tree inside the zone, just perfect enough where he can get the res off. Son of Paint getting a lens. I believe that's going to be it for San Diego as they go down right there. Liberty University right on top of Looter and Blackfin. Again, you saw that engagement a little bit earlier.
This game is really going to shake up our bottom half here, I'd say, because we have West Virginia exiting in, I believe they exited in 12th. And then you have SIUE doing well. Colorado School of Mine, did they already exit or no?
CSM, I think they went down in that engagement.
I think they did, yeah. Delaware doing well here. Liberty University doing well as well.
Yeah, Liberty University.
Cincinnati doing well. We're going to see a lot of our bottom half trying to fight back in.
And this is exactly what I think we wanted to see coming out of tonight, was a little bit of an upset and something that really shakes up the meta right now in terms of who's going to be in, because a lot of these teams that you see here, Liberty University, Delaware, they're on the bottom. SIUE as well. These are on the need to perform, or the must perform, however you want to call it. Cincinnati as well. You can see all of these teams are still in. Getting to Grotto and Elwood now going to be coming the crossfire with Delaware. Not going to look good for them. Do not believe that they're going to be lasting a lot longer as one goes down right there. Elwood certainly low. DeGrotto going to go down, but you get the refrag. I believe one player going to go finish off L. And yeah, that's
it for UT.
Yeah, Delaware feeling pretty good that they got UT right there as they're going to push into the zone right onto Cincinnati, though. Hunter going to go down. CJack TV going to go down. And Naraya getting caught out by Levif and G-Price. Team 18, SIUE, going to get that refrag. Now they're going to push on to Cincinnati. Delaware.
8th isn't great, but it's going to give them a chance. It's going to give them a chance to work their way into the top 12 here. Not
as good of a chance as I think it would be if a lot of the top tier teams were still in it, but a lot of the bottom teams like SIUE right now storming Cincinnati, this is going to be big because the point difference is going to be big. Levif can throw those smoke grenades. You can see them come out. Carpe Diem going to get the frag grenades, going to get the res off, but Chuck T is going to be really aggressive now as they funnel out of the shack. Wild Honey Badger is super low right now in kind of a bad spot. You're going to see the shack plays, but nope, that's going to be it. That's Cincinnati going to go down as SIUE looking very strong right now.
Meanwhile, Liberty also in trouble here.
Is
engagement with UCI.
Yeah, look at, actually, note, they are not done. San Diego is still alive. I called them out a little bit earlier as I saw Lens getting killed, but no, Terrence is still alive. Strobro from Team 15, you're going to get 2 downs right now for Liberty University, but they are still 4 players left alive, and I love how SIUE is in a prime position to win this game right now as we start to think about that, because they're all alone on the northwest side.
And they still have all 4 left, I believe.
They do. They haven't lost anybody, but look at this. This is exactly what SIUE wants right now. They want this, all these engagements to happen across in this one compound. You have 5 teams. Yeah.
5 teams within 100 meters of each other.
Yep. And this is exactly what SIUE needs right now. Knive.
Is Knive in the circle there? No,
he's not. He's going to have to go in. That's going to be an angle. He doesn't want to hold. That damage is going to be big, especially because he only has 5 bandages, 3 energy drinks, and against an entire team of 4 with Terrence along the side, Looter and Proximus Blackfin, the 3 solo boys overwatching this location. But he's going to move up to the house. He's going to get caught out, though, as SIUE in a really, really good angle right now to take shots at all of these teams. Knive is not going to... Oh, he is going to go down.
Yep, that was it, and that was off for Ole Miss, too. And Terrence taking some shots as well onto Griff Galmore, I believe. Did he get that kill?
Yes, he did finish that.
Okay.
Liberty University down to 3. You have 3 solo boys, a team of 4, and now a team of 3. It's an interesting engagement, and I love SIUE's positioning, but I also think it's a curse because do they have enough smokes to cover this last final effort to push into the zone? If they do...
I don't even know if they'll need it, to be honest. These other teams are much more concerned with each other.
I think that's
They're
also
not going to be all that worried about them.
Yeah, and you can see them making a move. You can see them trying to make a move. They're hesitant, and they do have the smokes. They are going to go out, and they've been very good. They've done this exact same thing 3 times this game. They know how to storm this. They know where to look, and they feel like they're on point in terms of pushing compounds.
Oh, yeah, and they're just going to get in completely clean.
Yeah, absolutely. Proximus Blackfin may hear them push up, but you can see Iron Tank God.
He's just one guy.
There's a bike in that building. And Terrence on the Liberty Arena gets to the solo boy from San Diego, getting behind the tree. Strobro, last remaining player. He's going to dip out, and Liberty's going to go down. As Chuck D is going to get that finish. And Terrence from San Diego. Fantastic work. Proximus Blackfin. He's super on top of 18. Oh, here comes the shots. He's not going to get him. And looking pretty bad for Liberty. Oh, Louisiana. Holding the angle. Jawa going to go down. SIUE. In trouble. Chuck D is going to get the corner as he gets that first 8 off. No downs, no kills for SIUE in that engagement. Oh, maybe. Are they down to 3?
Yeah, I think they're down to 3 right now. I'm not sure who died.
But Terrence. Oh no, the frags. No frags there, but those are close. Terrence has been doing a great job. Oh, here's him. Looter.
Irvine, SIUE, and UC San Diego.
Looking at Looter. Oh no, Looter's just going to go down.
Looter got him.
Looter got him. Very close engagement. San Diego taking 3rd as Looter from Irvine. Going to finish that a 1v3 now.
Yeah, he is a solo boy, though, and I'm going to say SIUE, I think they're going to get this.
Absolutely. It's looking really good. SIUE has been playing an absolutely fantastic game.
Yeah, they really did play a perfect game. This is why you always pick up smokes, kids.
I think this is a prime example of how this is like textbook. It's textbook play. SIUE's been doing a great job of showing exactly how you storm a compound with smoke grenades, the smoke trail, and then you storm as a team, you play as a team, and look what happens. You have 3 players left alive. You just have to win a 3v1, and you've won the game. With 14 kills, by the way.
Yeah. Can he be in the zone in there? Is he in the zone?
I think he is. Oh, he's going to get... Ooh, Looter going to get Tank out a little bit shot. But... Again, giving his position away as Chuck D going to try and get up at the rail, proving to be a worthy adversary for Looter, as those shots that could have connected onto Chuck D's head. Let it speak for itself. Peeking on Jaywall. He has to engage 3 people at once. It's going to be rough, as I would not be surprised if they push this compound right now.
Looter is in circle. Or was.
He was in circle. You're going to see him looking towards the half wall here. And the push from one member of SIUE into the building. That would be Jawa. Just look at the bullet holes. Oh, Tank on! Nice shot! Looter!
The snap accuracy.
He's going to be able to get the res off here. Chuck D. I think. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Looter, here's... Oh, he gets a Jawa is going to go down. Now, oh, if he had a frag grenade, right? 1 frag.
Heal up, heal up, heal up.
Heal up. You have 10 bandages. You have time. You have time. Play time. He has the frag. Could it be it?
Did he make it?
Oh, that's in the window. No, it's not. Wait, it's not. Wow, Looter is doing a wonderful job right here. And you see he's finally going to kill Jawa as the circle. He's in this house. He is going to bandage right here.
And he can get out without taking damage. Oh, and this is the final circle.
This is insane. He's going to full med up here.
Circles in these qualifiers.
Again, teams are just playing super slow. And I think, SIUE is kind of in a bad spot right now because they can't get out of the house either without taking zone damage. And Looter has been really good at peeking these angles.
Can get out without taking it.
Chuck D. Can he get out? I don't think he can.
Yeah, not through doors. He has to go out a window, but...
Yeah.
He can do it.
He can do it. You see Irvine poised in a spot.
SIUE stuck in that room.
There's another frag grenade going to go out. Is that going to land inside? Are we going to see?
Go inside.
Is that going to be a response from Tank God? Is that going to be through the? I think it was through the door actually.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's not going to take any damage, but that makes him a little bit nervous now.
If he can. Oh, he missed him swing.
The rotation just kind of went the other way, and they crossed paths.
Whoopsie.
Oh, oops! That's to the left. I didn't want that to happen.
That's a heck of an angle.
Oh, Looter. Vest is low.
Heal up. Pop some bandages.
Only has 7 bandages left. 2 versus 1. Looter's been taking great shots right now. He's been really good. Iron Tank God going to be rushing through. He hears it. Looter going to hear that. Now it's... SIUE is separating. Black G, it's me, Chuck T, almost down. Jaywall. Not Jaywall. Looter. You see, Chuck T has the first aid, though.
Throw the frag now. Throw it off that wall behind him, and it'll kill him.
It would kill him. Thank God.
Looter's definitely not in the right spot. He needs to finish this off.
He needs to finish this game. But it's entirely possible. Thank God, going to be going for that frag grenade inside.
He hears it. He heard the pin.
Nice. Good rotation, good movement. Now they're out of the building. Now they're wondering, how do we play
it hit
this?
him, though.
It did hit him. He's getting low on bandages. This is an interesting engagement. It's all up to how Looter decides to play it, and if he can get those good spray downs. You can see SIUE doing their best. Now they're going to be able to get that loot from Jawa that died right outside the building. See Looter trying to get an angle with those 2 windows that he has. First floor.
He's on the ground level.
He's on the ground level. He hears him outside. Oh, what a nice shot! Iron Tank God going down. Me, Chucky 1v1. Does he win this? He's going to go for that res. Jump out now.
Kill him, kill him.
There he goes. Nice. Good angle. Looter from Irvine.
Pop the last stim.
Pop it. Pop it. Pop it. Don't drop it.
Oh, God. Zone's going to be closing.
Pop it. Don't drop it. He's going to
5
go
seconds.
up the top. Try and here comes the
You
vault.
can get out those windows.
I believe, yeah, you can. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Chuck D watching the ground.
Looter. Looter, not like this.
He's
No.
gonna die, yep.
Looter, no. Can we get some F's in chat, ladies and gentlemen?
Pay those respects.
Pay those respects.
Either way, Looter, great game from you, dude.
Great
You
plays.
held that as long as you possibly could. That was fantastic.
That was truly fantastic. Good games. Well played for all teams. Congratulations to SIUE, who really needed that win right now. They really needed that to get into playoffs. Looter.
And, pretty sure they're going to be in here.
Yeah, Looter with 7 kills that game. 3rd place at San Diego. 4th place, LSU. 5th place. And actually, Liberty University in 5th place really needed that as well. They really, really needed that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be bringing you an interview with your winners, SIUE, very shortly. But again, let's go ahead and take a look at those, how it stands, and trying to see, again, where these teams stand and how they performed in those games. Again, looking down, SIUE, freaking-tastic with 14 kills at the end there. They needed to perform, and they did. Rochester Institute of Technology, 10th place with 0 kills. I don't think that counts as performing. Cincinnati, I see 7th place with a 7th place with 7 plus 2 is 9. Those guys did okay. I think that's a fine finish. Liberty University did as well with 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7 in 5th place. That's a good placement for them. UConn did not
do well.
15th place with 0 kills.
I'm gonna go ahead and count UConn out of this one.
I am as well. I think that's not what they wanted to do.
No.
No.
But wow. I'm taking a look at our stats as they get updated, and everything just got a heck of a lot closer.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. This just got a lot closer.
We still have 17th and up that can get in.
Possible. Again, we have one more game to play tonight, and this could shake everything up. This is an insanely close series, and I think now is the time, because it's so close, and it's really cool. So I wanted to let you guys know we're giving away one more DreamHack Austin ticket for the 2018 event, general admission. I will be revealing the passphrase that you will need to enter in chat at the end of game number 5. So stick around, and you will be entered. Stick around till the end, and you'll be entered to win. I will reveal what that is. You just type it in chat when I say, and after a few minutes, I will draw a winner. And if you are in chat, and if you are followed, that is the other condition. You must type in the passphrase, and you are followed to this channel. You can follow us if you enjoy the content that we produce in the games and the series. Then you can go ahead and follow us for notifications for when we indeed go live. And I think also,
Before we move over to our interview here, just going to go down our updated stats real quick. UT Austin in first, obviously still. LSU in second now. UCSD third. UC Irvine in fourth. SIUE jumped all the way up to fifth.
oh my
State in
gosh.
sixth. Georgia Southern seventh. Ole Miss 8th. West Virginia dropped to 9th. Virginia Commonwealth 10th. Mississippi State 11th. University of Oregon 12th. Colorado School of Mines, first one looking out at 13th. UConn 14th. Liberty University 15th. Rochester 16th. Delaware 17th. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Sorry, that's Cincinnati in 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then 18th, last place currently is UConn.
Classic. Anyway, with that, let's get into the interview with Jaywa and Levith from the Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville.
I can't, can we? Oh.
Hello, Levith.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
That was pretty much exactly what you guys needed tonight coming out of it. You guys went from 13th. You're now in 5th place.
Yeah. We've been scraping it through, and then we finally pulled a win.
So, what did you guys... I saw you guys with some fantastic textbook play with the smoke trails and storming compounds. Was that something you guys practiced, or is that something...
Actually, that's one of our strategies we've been trying to implement a lot. We always seem to get caught out in the middle with no cover, so I always remind everyone to pick up smokes. Everyone we killed, we picked up a smoke from and started throwing them, so it provides a lot of cover.
Yeah, and you guys did that 3 separate occasions when the circle was running in, and it worked every single time, and you ended up with 14 kills. So I would say something worked for that.
Yeah, it seems to work.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So again, run me kind of through the way the end of the game, because that was an interesting end of the game with Looter from Irvine kind of giving you guys a hard time.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was a lot of timing, honestly. Like you probably saw, he was watching us, or the 2 last guys in the other house, and Iron Tank God made the move as he was healing. Like that pretty much pushed us to have a 1-up on him. You know, being able to get close to that house and just holding the position, it helped a lot.
Yeah, we knew he was stuck in there, so we knew we could play for zone and not try to outshoot him, because he was just outshooting us the whole time.
Oh, okay. Yep, that makes sense. Those nades kind of must have been a little bit scary, I would say.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate of that. So
yeah. So I haven't had you guys on. How has the season been for you guys? What do you guys think about the season so far?
It's going really well. We played last season as well, and this season we've kind of been focusing a lot more on strategy and shooting. So it's been a lot of practice, and I feel like we've come a far way.
Yeah, I think last season we had like 5 kills in the whole season. It was not very much, so we've done much better.
Yeah, coming a long way, I would say.
We kind of switched our whole strategy and mindset of CBA. CBA is like completely different than any casual gameplay. So it takes a lot of learning.
Yeah. How has the adaptation been, I guess, for you guys? Has it been easy? Has it been a lot of practicing? Or
I mean, like the smokes, you could tell like that's a new strategy for us. Like I didn't paid off a whole lot in this game. So that's one of our strategies that's worked. I don't know about our other ones.
You guys have other ones that you guys have tried to practice, or?
There are sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You know, it's just different scenarios mean different strategies, and it's a lot of playing on your feet, getting ready to do what you need to do. So
yeah. Speaking of getting ready, I'm gonna let you guys go get ready for your next game.
All right.
So thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate you guys' thoughts, and good luck. I hope you guys stay where you are. I'm impressed with your guys' performance tonight.
Yeah, you guys have had a great performance tonight, so yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are also bringing in Looter really quick, just to give a few words.
Yeah, a few words on his ridiculous performance at the end of that game. Hello, Looter.
Hello.
Congratulations on almost soloing the entire team for SIUE in that last game.
Thanks, man.
That was a very impressive performance. I think you were landing some great headshots there, and just the windows ended up being the downfall. But I guess kind of run me through your mindset towards the end of that game there.
Well, I've never actually been in a situation like that, but
Really?
I realized that they couldn't get out of the house. I was just camping the windows, but as soon as I heard, I think one of the players run towards my house, I knew kind of where I was. I don't know, just hitting shots. That was basically it.
Your aim was just on. Yeah, I remember. I saw you took out 2 members of Liberty, and then SIU. We kind of finished them off, and those headshots were very impressive. The recoil control was something to behold, I would say. So
I guess I just play a lot of FPS games, and I just have to aim for it.
yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, some of the best PUBG players are converters over from CS:GO. So
Yep.
So
Our team is all CS:GO players.
really,
yeah, I'm not surprised, to be quite honest.
so I mean, I think this is the first time I've had you guys in, or one of you guys from Irvine in here. How's your season been so far? Like, what are you guys thinking coming into playoffs?
We first saw the standings, and I guess we of course wanted like first seed, right? But then we kind of realized that it was kind of out of reach, so we just went for playoffs. And then from there, I guess we just started trying harder.
Like,
Are
just
you saying
trying.
you weren't trying before?
We were trying, but
Like,
it
you,
just didn't end up well, I guess.
yeah, you shifted it up a notch, and so like, you guys have implemented any interesting strategies, or just what do you call it? Just like trying to do what you guys done better.
I guess trying to do what we've done better. We don't really practice as much.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, honestly, because a lot of the top performing teams in CBA, they practice like religiously,
Mm.
like multiple times a week.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Well, I mean, either way, I think it's working out for you guys. So I'm gonna let you guys quickly get back in for game number 2 or game number 5 in the series. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate your thoughts, and good luck.
Yep, good luck in the last game.
All right, and with that, just waiting on game number 2 to start out. You know what? I'm going to ask, even though the answer is probably going to be I don't have any predictions or thoughts about the next game going forward.
You're asking a lot of me.
I knew it.
I will try and make a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
So, flash up on screen here what our current standings look like.
Okay, hold on. Do we have those?
Yes, we have an updated standing slide, and we're going to be bringing that to you in just a moment here.
Yes, sir. Hold on 2 diddly darn seconds, and we will bring it up to you. Here it is. Bam. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
Whoops.
Excuse me on that end. Here they are. These are the
There
ones
we
you
go.
want to see.
Yeah, those are the ones we want to see. All right, so... all right, so... if I have to make a prediction here, I'm going to say Mississippi State is going to be left out.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And I'm going to predict Colorado School of Mines will be left out. I'm going to predict Oregon will be left out. I'm going to say that it's going to be Cincinnati and Liberty that are going to fill those 2 spots.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, we've seen what Liberty can do under pressure. They had our quote-unquote 300 IQ play from earlier in the season.
That's
Go Griff Galmore.
very true.
They can do extremely well under pressure. And so can Cincinnati. They may not have Zero anymore, but the rest of their team is plenty capable.
Yes, that is.
They're not the Slayer that Zero is, but if they come back in this game and they actually get their stuff together, get in the right positioning, and use their advantages to their advantage to try to minimize their disadvantages that they have over all these other teams, they're going to get in. And I have confidence that Carpe can do that. Carpe being their in-game leader.
Yeah.
Now, Mississippi State, despite the performance they had in the last week of the regular season, I don't think they can do that absolutely consistently.
Really?
Yes. Again, we didn't see that kind of ridiculous performance come out of them until the last week of the regular season. Yeah, that may say something about their ability under pressure, but even still, I'm not sure if they can pull it off. Oregon has been really slipping during this qualifier, so
yeah, I think that's a real choke because they were doing so well in terms of the regular season play. I think it's just,
well, if anybody was following Oregon, they had a fantastic split 1, but split 2 they trailed off, and I'm not entirely sure what exactly happened to them during split 2, but split 1 is where they got the bulk of their quote unquote wins. I don't know if they have any wins this season, but by a win, I'm considering it like top 5 in high scoring games. The first split is where they had the majority of those. The second split, they didn't really do as well.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I saw
and
that.
Then Colorado School of Mines, they're one of our best newcomers.
Yes, I would agree there.
But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pull it out. They're in 13th. The Delta is 7 on them. They didn't have a great last game. They're probably going to be demoralized going into this game. They haven't really been finishing all that well generally during this qualifier. They had a great split 1, but split 2 also just kind of trailed off. So don't ever bet against the streak. And so those are my predictions. I'm going to say Mississippi State, University of Oregon, and Colorado School of Mines are all out. And I'm going to say Cincinnati and Liberty are going to get in.
All right, that's interesting. It's hard for me to say. I think CSM will get in. I think that the Delta is small enough where they can perform. And if Oregon has the game that they had last time, which wasn't very good, they got split off in the beginning. They got picked out one by one, and it ended up being, like, I want to say disastrous, but close to worst case scenario for these guys right off the bat. And honestly, if they keep doing, they keep up, or CSM keeps up how they played, and they win that engagement against SIUE, if they did win that, we would be having a totally different standoff or playoffs right now.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind, folks, some of you at home might be wondering if we have a tiebreaker situation and how we do tiebreakers. Tiebreakers are most kills.
Yes.
And that's how we are doing this. So if there is a tiebreaker, whoever has the most frags will make it in.
Mm-hmm. So all of those 14 kill games will make a difference. Will indeed. I just think 7 points is enough for CSM to get there, and we've seen them do very well. I see the precedent. I don't want to say, talk about, not to say anything about your prediction, which is a fairly, I would say it's a pretty sound prediction, but I think the demoralization factor, personally, I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue. But, again, that's always something to consider. If you don't do very well, you'll lose an engagement, you get kind of tilted. Again, that's just video games. You really can't deny that. But something about being this close will give them the momentum. It's like, hey, chop, guys. 7 points. That's totally doable. And again, it's like, I say 7 points. It's not exactly 7 points. That's the bare minimum. In reality, you're going to have to get more than 7 points. You're going to have to maybe get 14, I would say, safely to be able to get in. And 14 points isn't hard. All right?
No, but it's still...
It's all up in the air, I think, is what I think we can boil all this down to.
Yeah, it's going to depend on how Virginia Commonwealth, Mississippi State, and University of Oregon do. And to a certain extent, West Virginia as well, who has not had a good series.
They really haven't.
They came into this first seeded in the qualifiers. And look where they're at now. They're like right on the bubble.
Yeah, like they were so close to bypassing these, and they're struggling in these qualifiers. Again, these are the top teams from each division. And I think it may show, again, the competition in their division was not as high, I think. Maybe that's the case. The seeding was a little bit off. That could be the case. It also could be the case where they're just not having a good time. You know, this series of games isn't where they want to be at, or they're not functioning at a proper level. I can speak to that for UConn. We have single-digit points. We're the only team with single-digit points at 18th place. We've had games where we've done things before, but in 4 games we've managed to do approximately nothing. And it just happens. Like
West Virginia, what I've been noticing is that they've been really getting hurt by Circle quite hard. And
yes.
it's been bad, to be honest. This last game, they split up 2-2.
I
don't know why they did that.
I guess you want to try something new, because if you're getting messed up by the Circle, one of the things you could try and do is split up so you minimize your chance of what do you call it? You minimize your chance of getting, hecked by the Circle. So you split up 2-2, and then you have somebody who can rotate into the compound that you're holding in the middle of the zone, assuming that's what one of the 2 spots does, and the other 2 kind of hold on the outside of the zone, and they scout it out. So I imagine that's what they tried to do, but again, it's a risky play. If one of your squads gets cut off, I mean, it's rough. With that, ladies and gentlemen, here is your playing path for the finale in a series with no set conclusion. So, remember, raffle, end of the stream, code word to be announced at the end. Stay tuned.
We only have 17 teams this time. We are launching with 17.
Yeah, UConn's not playing.
UConn's not in?
Mathematically, it is impossible for a team with 6 points to get in. We can get... Oh, I mean...
What's our deficit?
Okay, 45?
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Mathematically...
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're going to say. But let's be honest. Let's come back. It's not happening. It's not.
The mathematical maximum that we use in CBA is 60. But you have to get a stupidly high kill game to get 60.
UConn's also been playing awfully, so
yeah. But that's the mathematical maximum that we use in CBA. I believe the mathematical maximum for 20 teams is 135 points. Wait.
I mean, yeah.
No, 115, sorry.
I mean, yeah. Physically, yeah.
I mean, mathematically, they could come in first. But...
realistically.
Yeah, realistically.
It's not happening.
No.
So, 3 teams in Pochinki this time. Let's actually talk about the game at hand. Delaware, Louisiana State, and University of Texas. So 3 teams now join the fin as Proximus Blackfin tries to get some nice 1911 knocks. Not able to connect with anything, though. He only has that. LSU deciding to do something a little bit different here, a little bit more fun. Again, these are one of the teams that's pretty much certain to be in playoffs right now.
They're in second.
So they're pretty much certain to be in playoffs. It's like,
I mean...
they really have to do nothing this game. It's to, like, not be... I don't even think there's... No?
No, they're not mathematically possible to be out of playoffs.
Okay, so...
I believe our top 6 are not mathematically possible.
So, I mean, it's, they're just, we haven't seen them land Pochinki before. I don't think it matters.
No, I haven't seen Pochinki land for them at all. But interestingly enough, Delaware went Pochinki again. Delaware is the only team in this in Pochinki right now that really has to perform.
Mm-hmm.
Delaware being in 17th right now with 25. They can make it in. It's highly unlikely. Because their deficit is 26 right now. They didn't actually knock anything off their deficit from last time. Wow.
No.
But they can make it in.
And I think that the fact that they didn't knock anything off their deficit goes back to the fact that a lot of the bottom teams that needed to perform were in the top 6, and the fact that those teams game at rose at a similar rate really speaks to how close it is right now and how much they need to do this game above the other teams. Again, when some team scores points, another team does not score those points. And again, you knock more of those deficit off. And I mean, that's just how it works.
Mhm.
As Flash gets Weffles from RIT with the Scar-L, First Blood.
It's really interesting. PUBG is really awesome in that way, where the point dynamics is significantly different than, you know, a regular league.
Whoa! Naraya! A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, a little bit
Mara
of
with that snap accuracy.
a little bit of an M4 action as the smokes come down, Slat holding that angle from Naraya, able to get that down on HD Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
mean,
we're going to see the M4 get nerfed. We're
Yeah.
going to see it because they did announce the weapon balance patch coming out soon.
and the M4 was definitely a part of those.
Oh,
Oh,
will
Hunter
definitely be.
makes the most ballsy decision to go, and HD Beast is down as well.
He's using their smoke against them. That's
That's a
That's
200 IQ smoke right there.
yeah. That's oh,
What's not a 200 IQ smoke is running into Slat and then dying.
Yeah, why do that? Just sit behind the tree, and now he's dead.
If he ran into Naraya back to the cover, he ran...
No, Nikki needs to
Forward.
just get the heck out here.
No, she's not. She's going to go down
Where's
as
the
Proximus Blackfin is
where's the
fragging
other
out.
member?
Is that... Where are they? Yeah, she's down, but not...
Where's the other one? There's one more alive.
Delaware? What'd you do?
Delaware?
Oh, they're up to... Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, they're up north near Roz.
He's what?
They
Wow.
split. They did the 2-2 split.
They could.
They split in Pachinki. They landed with all their members, but yeah, you could see LSU right now is a little bit hesitant. Like, where are they?
Yeah.
They're split. So
They know that there were. They know that there were other people in Pachinki, but they just don't know where they went.
I mean, yeah. Now I think I don't see University of Texas here. I think Texas is gone out of Pachinki and I can't see them on the minimap. Can't see them on the thing.
Yeah, I think Texas Austin just got the heck out of there.
I mean, yeah, you saw LSU was engaging there. There's no real reason to engage, especially, at this
UT
stage.
Austin could just like they could just meme this whole game and they'd be fine. I mean, so what? They don't get first seed, but it resets.
Yeah. I mean, it's not boding well for Delaware. Again, a team that needs to perform didn't perform in that engagement. I think some bad decisions.
Where did you say they were?
North of Yaz.
Oh, I see him now. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, so they're up there. And it's not looking good. That does not bode well, I should say.
I don't think they all would have landed Pachinki in that case.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly why they split, because it's a high risk, high reward. You can eliminate a team and gain a placement, or
Your pack is empty already. Who grabbed that?
the level 2 just fell out of the air.
Mm-hmm. Someone just got it and got the heck out.
Yeah, I imagine. It's
Drive-by looting.
drive-by looting. Again, talking about the circle. Don't really want to talk about the circle. It's kind of boring. There's nothing going on.
Well, I don't know. That circle is... I mean, it has the majority of teams in it, but the South is going to have a lot of action coming in.
Yeah.
Especially if we see a lot of teams holding the south of that circle. We see Colorado School of Mines holding the south of that circle. Louisiana State at the south area of that circle. Texas Austin as well. And then we have all these teams coming from... We have two teams that are going to come from Mill Island. 2 teams that are going to come from the southern part of the mainland. 1 team from the southwest. 2 teams from the southeast.
I mean, it kind of makes me nervous to see CSM a little bit split up, even though I know they're not split up that far. You can see them; they're still split up. Oh, Samo! Wait a minute.
Is he?
Oh
No, he's camping the door. He's waiting for Maxter to walk in.
Oh, come on! Oh no, he's not going to the. Oh, that's the other building. Okay, not that building. Zamo is holding the barn. Maxter's going into the 2-story here. Zamo playing with fire right now against CSM.
Can you imagine the salt if Maxter would die?
Oh
to
no.
Zamo?
It would be bad. It would be very bad because the rest of CSM is northwest of Farm. And to have somebody so far out.
Maybe he was AFK?
I mean,
I don't see why CSM would be that far apart though. I really don't.
I don't know. I don't see a good reason. A 3-1 split. I guess Zamo's in the center of the zone. I think that's what it was. They want to get the center of the zone. That compound is pretty central, but Zamo heard Maxter, so now he's holding it with a double barrel.
You don't have one person drop into Raz.
I don't think he dropped. I think he drove. I think. Again, I'm not sure. Because, look at the compound's in the center. Teams do the 3-1 split. Strobro going to finish off KS Hammer from Virginia Commonwealth. This is Liberty.
Uh-oh.
Indeed.
This is Liberty. Virginia Commonwealth is currently in 10th, so they need to perform as well.
They're not safe by any means.
Not at all. I mean, they're only up above... Wow. They only have 5 points over 12th place right now.
So I feel like literally just this game is going to determine who gets in or not. And I know, yes, no kidding, Airless, but like, yeah, it will. There's a lot is riding on a lot of these teams right now. Like, it's very important for a fairly decent percentage for these teams that may not get in as a result of their placement tonight or in this one game. And I say that because it's a larger margin of teams that have to perform than usual.
Yeah. I'd say everywhere from 9th down has to perform. The bottom half of our field, the entire bottom half.
Yeah, and I mean, this is as a result of it being a 5-game series as opposed to a... Oh gosh, I don't even know how many games we played in divisions for this season. A lot. The answer's a lot, all right? There was a lot of games. Teams were up in the 4-digit points by the end of it. Like,
I really couldn't tell you, to be completely honest.
Yeah, so by the end of the day, you have a lot more time to even out, and the curve becomes more normalized. As N approaches 30, you get a standard normal curve. I'm sorry. It's just how it's just how it works. Okay, as your sample size approaches 30, it becomes a normal distribution. It's statistics. Either way.
With the stats.
What can I say? It's just
I'm not in class, Goose.
Griff Gallimore from Liberty. CSM gets the important frag. But I mean, like I was saying, it ends up being a standard normal because
That's
of the
another
stat.
one from Liberty going down.
Yeah, Liberty got VCU, so this is the first down for Liberty, I believe. It's the other way around.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep.
No, please.
You can just hear it already.
You saw him shaking, semicolon, no mercy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so this is a 5-game series, and it's all volatile. It's like the first few games of the division were like, oh, this team's in first. Who expected that? But you see these qualifiers in the same light because teams are jumping up and down because there's not a lot of games. And there's not a lot of games, you have a lot more time to get points. So that's why you're seeing so many upsets, and that's why you're going to see so many teams who need to perform. That's the matter of fact how it is.
Yeah.
So it's important, and I think it's impressive that a lot of these teams are where they are. And even if some just barely got in, now they're super far forward. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game ends. So, with that being said, no teams are down right now. 62 players left alive. We've had 5 players die so far, with 67 as our starting number.
Yeah, no teams out. Still got everybody here, so.
Mm-hmm. Jason Tomasi, that's Mississippi State on Flash for the win from San Diego with the M416. That is going to be a knock for San Diego, who you saw Looter do a fantastic job. As the circle is just not feeling the heat. It's not feeling the spice tonight. It went for the mild. It went for the mild.
It wants to be boring.
Yeah, it went for the mild wings instead of the hot, spicy ones. It's just, you know what? I'm going to be center. I'm going to go a little bit south, but I'm just going to be totally normal in terms of placements. All of these players have played in these areas that the circle encloses a lot. Pretty much anybody who's played PUBG has played this by... I'm not even gonna go there. By statistics, you've probably played the center of the island a lot more than you've played the other island. Of course, there's exceptions, but a lot of these teams are more familiar with these hills and the angles that they'll be working with. So I think it's going to be a lot fairer of a game once we get into the later game. It's even looking at every area that this circle can encompass. So it's interesting. I would put them on a level playing field.
Yeah.
So With that being said, semicolon, now this is CSM going to get shot once, not twice. Believe Team 14 looking at them. This is Irvine getting shot at, shooting at. That's what I wanted to say. You don't want to go throw that frag grenade. That's not where you want to be at. He is going to med up right now. Smoke grenades coming out. CSM has to, they have to perform.
Yeah, they do.
So, I have to perform this game. So if
by the way, 96 games this season.
96.
Yes.
And
96 games, not including the qualifiers.
Okay, so definitely N is greater than 30 for that distribution.
I mean, I don't know, you know.
But either way, again, this is a very slow game. It's the kind of situation where everybody's nervous. I saw this in the Division 2 playoffs. I see this now. I see the nerves in the placement. Look at everybody. They're all grouped together. Look at that. Look at all these teams. They're all together because they know that it's so volatile. With the exception of USCSD Lens, who is up to the northwest of Team 7.
And then
Georgia
you got
Southern.
Zamo there still just holding it down.
He's a madman. He's actually a madman. Maxter left without discovering him.
I'm not sure Maxter ever knew he was there, to be honest.
I mean, when you literally don't make any noise, it's probably, it's likely that you won't be found in the bathroom, especially if you're just standing there. You're not making any noise. You just went around in a circle. But it prevents it sees itself, really. So.
Yeah.
This is Team 10. This is Louisiana State, a team who's done really well in playoffs. Had an okay season, but coming out in playoffs, doing fairly well. I would say in second place right now. Mathematically impossible for them not to be in playoffs right now. It
is actually impossible.
Yep, HD Beast onto N Terrence. This is San Diego. XPFC, they're close with him. Going to go for that resurrection, but a nice pick nonetheless. But I think it's evidence the fact that I can see Oregon right now with Salsa, Chubba Bubba, Events, kind of towards the center of your screen right there, team number 3. They split up a lot. Look at them. Now they're together. It's just kind of the fact of life that all of these teams are playing together. Palpable tension between all of them competing against one another, as this is UT and Delaware reacquainting themselves with each other very close, within 100 meters. You could hear it, but look how fast Delaware is just, nope. It's time to swim, because we don't want this engagement. I just find it kind of ironic that it's UT and Delaware. So,
yeah.
Maybe not totally unheard of, because the rotations out of Pachinki tend to be northbound, especially given the circle. So it's not unlikely that they both ended up in Roshawk, but funny nevertheless. Daniel D on the free van. Kupta with the refrag on a VC with Thug Trio. Kupta getting 2! Daniel D going down now with the M16. Kupta going for that finish. Or the res. Wow. Actually deciding to go for the res instead of finishing the 2 off. As Pixel Bob is sorely far away right now. I think he is the last remaining member, as KS Hammer died a little bit earlier. You can see go for the res there. And looting. Frisbee hit Age of Defeat with a vehicle! That is a team kill.
Yeah.
That is
team
kill. Things happen.
Wow, this circle is just being like, nah, I'm not doing anything.
Wow, this circle is so boring. It's actually...
Well, you know what?
Semicolon.
Game makes for super exciting late game.
Semicolon. No fear. None whatsoever. He's gonna go down. What was the plan? What was the plan there, my man? I'm not sure.
Well, he was on the bike, so he might have just been scouting.
I mean, yeah, but...
That's why I don't like the concept of scouting in this game, to be completely honest. Because unless you're on fairly flat terrain, which that's not flat terrain.
No, it's
I'm
not.
I'm sorry, but it's not. And you're keeping your distance from buildings, which he came way too close with that building.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I would not have tried to scout ahead on that, honestly. Commander
General, this is Mississippi State right now. on Team 7. Look, this is Georgia Southern. Team number 7. Looter, Irvine, getting Kupta and Freevan as RIT is our first team eliminated.
And I'm pretty sure that's actually just going to eliminate them.
Yeah, I don't think that... with that finish...
Oh, wait, are they in? Are they in?
No, I don't believe so. You can take a look.
RIT. Nope, that's going to eliminate them. Yep.
Yeah, they weren't in to begin with 28 points and getting 2 points, I believe.
Yeah, RIT will be out.
Unfortunately, had a good run this season, but they are out. Irvine doing their best to move in right now onto CSM. Colorado School of Mines begins to take those shots, and you're going to see Looter pull that Car 98K out, trying to hit a nice angle, but the tree is going to prove a worthy adversary, and he is just going to have to get a better position in order to engage.
I mean, kind of hard to shoot through a tree.
I mean, we saw
Unless
LSU
it's a
do.
50 cal.
Yeah, it's also fair. Leaves are another story, though.
Yeah.
Leaves, I believe some 7.62 can shoot through a leaf, but the important part is if
Unless
you
you're
can see
playing
it.
Modern Warfare 2.
Also, yeah.
In this case, banana leaves are just indestructible.
Indestructible. Mr. Red Sky, Team 7, Georgia Southern, taking some engagements with Mississippi State, Team 17, down the hill. You can see him scouting that hill, try to catch some people off guard, but it's not going to connect.
Oh, hey, I just realized. Last game was our 100th game of the season.
If I had a party popper, I would pop it. Slat onto N Terrence, Proximus Blackman onto XPFC, LSU and San Diego engaging, XPFC climbing on top of the rock. Gonna go down just as quickly as he went up. You can see an engagement.
Not a lot happening yet.
No, there's really not. People are dying, but it's like a slow burn. There's not... Oh, Pixel Bob, pro Virginia Commonwealth could end badly. There's 2 teams behind him. This is going to be
Important to note here, Pixel Bob, well, there goes another team, by the way. He was visibly outside the zone.
Mm-hmm.
But he, according to the server, he was not.
I think, by the way, I think that's it for Virginia Commonwealth.
That was it for Virginia Commonwealth. They might not make it in here.
I think the fact... Okay, so let's see quickly. Let me look and see
Just remember, I did predict Virginia Commonwealth making it in, so if that's the case, my prediction will be wrong.
Virginia Commonwealth had 54 points, and I think just based on their positioning alone and other teams' positioning and getting points that they're out. Prax with Blackfin going to go down. Shadow Onesie with the Car 98K headshot. Nick's tape going to eat 1 bullet to the vest. Looking now the 8 times with the M4. Basically a DMR. I am Win getting super low. HD Beast in the smoke. Slat down as well. Louisiana State looking a little bit bad right now, but not like it matters terribly too much if they go out right here. They've proven themselves already playoff ready. So
yeah, they are locked in.
Mm-hmm. They're locked in. But Team 14, however, Irvine, a little less so. They're 6th.
Zambo, still just holding it down.
What a nut.
Oh, wow.
He's actually insane.
So Knive is right next to him.
He's
He
actually...
has no idea.
Oh,
He
Knive.
has no clue. He was AFK.
Must have been.
Yeah, not a chance.
Yeah. Nope. Knive, yeah, just was like, oh. Okay. I mean, the rest of CSM is alive. So that's important. I am Win from LSU, going to die outside the zone. Shadow Onesie finally getting Proximus Blackfin from LSU. Shabu on the Mighty Derb with the Car 98K. West Virginia.
I just realized how filthy that strat. If they were doing that strategy, oh wow. Okay, so what I think, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt here and not just say they're AFK. So I think Colorado School of Mines, they had 1 member dead. That member could have been watching his screen and feeding information back to the rest of the team.
It's possible. I don't want to say anything. But Team 8 and 3 right here. This is Team 8, Cincinnati, and Team 3, Oregon. Oregon having a rough time jumping up and down. Salsa and Evans left alive as Yup was taking these nice shots. Evans going to go for that res. Oh, he's taking shots that Yup was taken. Salsa going around for the flank, but Yup was taken with a good rotation to get the res off of G Price. Here comes Salsa going to push around. This could end up bad for Cincinnati right now, as it does
That
indeed.
will be it for Cincinnati, and I'm pretty sure that's going to eliminate them.
Cincinnati with 17 points in that positioning is not going to be enough, as they just hit the cutoff with 0 points for placement. Now every team gets points for placement going here on forward, however. Interesting.
Shabu down there.
Mm-hmm.
You see Irvine.
I mean, they are in 6th place with 62 points, but again, anything can happen if they go down early here.
It's the other team around him that really needs to perform. Ohio State just holding down that bridge, being trolls.
Yes, sir. In the circle, veers a little bit to the northwest, which is fine. This is SIUE again. If they, I think, if they hold,
M24.
That is an M24. And Iron Tank, they were hitting their shots last game. So I'm looking.
Wow, look at UC. Look at Lens.
Lens is a nut. He's actually insane.
He's just like, I'm just gonna swim here, guys.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, he's getting caught out. I see the fire markers as EMP captain and UT taking some shots at Georgia Southern. As Georgia Southern gets a good position, EMP captain with that AK and that 8x god awful AK skin, gonna be peeking through the windows onto Curly.
You might as well just say, "Hey, look, everybody, I'm peeking."
I'm peeking. Hello. But Georgia Southern, again, one of the teams that is in 5th place. And I think it's insane because 5th place isn't entirely safe. Is Elwood on Legolas with the M16.
I thought Georgia Southern was in 7th right now.
Georgia Southern?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about... No.
Oh, no.
Never mind.
No, I'm looking at older ones. Excuse me. As Jason Tomasi goes down, Team 10. LSU onto Now Fiend Ninja. Getting an... Ooh! Almost a nice headshot.
Oh, his helmet is so low.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice headshot, but it didn't finish him off.
No.
Is Fiend Ninja the only one left from Mississippi State?
I would imagine so. Given the way this game is played, I think he is last one. He's going to be pushing onto HD Beast now, but he hears that rotation. He's going to try and catch him through the element of surprise, but the smoke grenades from Mississippi State going to prove it. HD Beast catching Fiend Ninja off guard a little bit like, wow! Oh, gosh. HD Beast with actually 1 health.
I'm pretty sure you could have breathed on him and he would have died.
Pretty much, yeah. As LSU going to go down right there in 13th. Not that it matters, but Chancery from OSU getting...
This is Oregon here. Oregon needs to perform.
Oh, Fiasco kill stole. SIUE got that knock in OSU stole. This compound is the one to crash right now as X-Swarms from West Virginia looks onto CSM's classified as he drives with the UAZ. Looking at Croce, who's going to take some damage. CSM looking a little bit bad right now. Here comes the smokes.
Oh, he needs to get across the road.
It's a little bit rough.
That's not going to happen.
With X-Swarms holding it down like this, yeah, Croce's in a bad spot. He has a smoke grenade himself.
And he's going to be taking circle damage here right about now. Yeah, no. I don't see him making it in.
I don't see him making it in either.
Where's the rest of West Virginia?
Elwood finally getting Shabu with that M16 headshot. Croce's just in a bad spot. He's gonna get that first aid off, but running in and X-Swarm still holding that angle. He's running. He's still running. I'm watching it. One more shot. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he got down below the...
Oh, he's insane. All right, Croce from CSM lives to fight another day. Oh my gosh, that's a snake boy in chat if you can't spam it. Classified is still alive, so even if he did go down, CSM is not out of this game. But
yeah, no, they're just really hurting.
There are 10 teams and 27 players left alive right now as Elwood DeGrado encountering Georgia Southern in that building really close. Look at Elwood with that kind of dirty angle in the window, but no one's going to be peeking it, holding that angle down there with the left window. Again, I think Georgia Southern playing it smart, not looking at those windows right there. They're
Neither
all
one
in
of these
time.
teams really needing to perform here either, so...
No. I don't think either of those teams need to perform. But
no, Georgia Southern's in 7th and UT Austin is just in 1st already, so...
yeah, UT Austin is in playoffs. That is a certain. He get classified here. He's just doing it. Look how close he's doing nothing. Frisbee has no idea. I mean, he has no idea that he's there. So
no.
Chancery.
Oh, nice shots
Ooh.
from Chancery.
Yeah, onto Jaywalk, who's going to eat this level 3 helmet a little bit. He's going to first aid up Chancery. Looking now,
Saw the head
OSU
peek there.
saw the head peek. OSU Chancery going to go down right there. It's an interesting situation right now for OSU, I would say.
OSU, they do have a couple options. They could try and move down along the riverbank to fight Delaware over there. Wait, Delaware! They're still alive.
They're still alive. They did have the 2 players. They were really kind of just playing it passive for most of the game. So seeing them this late in the game doesn't really surprise me with 9 and 26 left alive.
And with how many people that have already gone down right on the borderline, they could make it.
If they do make it, it's going to be insanely close, and we're still a long ways away from actually seeing anything happen as Jaywalk goes down right there from SIUE. Fiasco, you can see OSU pushing that. Leviv with the bit.
So many people in this area.
Fiasco with a great pre-fire. He's going to take him down. Iron 10 God now has to hold that door, but Fiasco getting 3 right now. Fantastic work from Fiasco, and it's me, Chuck D, holding the bottom of that Wizard's Tower right there.
Is that in?
The Wizard's Tower? Yes.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
Yes.
So Ohio State is going to take up occupancy in this small little compound here.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ole Miss down there, the one just below them. Oh, West Virginia there too.
CSM.
Colorado School of Mines also.
Yep. Look at UT. Texas Austin in a really good spot, just really giving Georgia Southern a run for their money as they go down right there in 8th place.
You just had 2 people die, or 2 teams get eliminated. Not entirely sure who it was.
Crocy. Look over the hill. You can secure more placement points. Crocy. Snake Boys. Just right over the hill. That's Oregon. Right over the hill. What? Boggers? Is it gonna happen?
Just.
Oh no! It just passed them. That could have happened. Yeah. Oh, I mean, you see them kind of rotating towards each other. It could have happened. It absolutely could have happened that he just secures himself a 6th place finish. Oh, but now he does as well as Jake Blue, finishing off. It's me, Chuck T, with a headshot. And there they go. Fiasco going to get that refrag onto Jake Blue, but not going to be enough as poor Classified is going to hold the angle.
I mean, the Colorado School of Mines, they're fighting tooth and nail to stay in this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's too hard to call at this point. Age of defeat. You can see them just.
It really is. And Delaware has the zone.
That's actually big. That is.
Oh, that's huge.
That's very big. Using Crocy, killing Salsa, securing them 5th place. He did push over that hill, but looking pretty bad for Crocy now as he gets crossfired, and he is indeed going to go down.
These guys have no idea Delaware is just down there in the water. That's
Nope.
kind of funny, actually.
They don't.
It's so hard to spot. It's so hard to spot teams in the water. So
Classified 3 from CSM going to go down right there. Anti-Knife getting that finish, and CSM getting in 5th place. Frisbee dying to the zone. Fake Prax dying to the zone as well. 4 teams, 10 players left alive. Oh, nice nade. Zachow's going to go low. His teammate's going to go down right there. C-Jack TV, Nano. UT in a strong spot right now. Looking at Ole Miss, who has 2 players. OSU with 1 player. UT with 4 players.
I think UT could take this game here.
It's looking likely, but I hope that Delaware.
Yeah, I was gonna say the team to watch here right now, everybody, is Delaware, because their positioning and their placement here is the one that matters. These 3 teams, they're in. But Delaware is the one that really, really matters.
Yeah, definitely. Age of defeat with that Mark 14. The SKS's bigger brother with the suppressor. A little bit harder to control, but with 10 shots. Reminder, it does go full auto. I remember I forgot that at one point this season, but it does indeed. So it could come in handy, but he has an M4 for that. But Zachow. Oh, is that a person? Yeah, it is. Age of defeat. No, he's not looking at him! Actually, Zachow not going to get that frag, and OSU goes down in 4th place right there as Knive's going to go down to UT, who makes a good rotation along the bottom of the hill. EMP Captain going to take the top of the hill and kind of get a sight line down onto Ole Miss's age of defeat, looking like it's going to be his age to get defeated. I tried. It didn't work. And he's looking. Anti-Knife going to get finished right there as Elwood gets that frag, and he's going to rotate around, but EMP Captain watching the rotation and look at Delaware playing the sneaky strategy of just getting in the zone behind UT right there. Either way that this works out, they're going to have an uphill battle. EMP Captain, now it is a 2v4.
If they place well enough, well, if they win, they could very well make it in, but the issue is going to be winning. And they might make it in just with the 2nd place finish. I mean, they don't have any kills, though. That's the issue.
They don't have any kills, so they're relying on placement alone. And you're going to see EMP Captain gets a good read on where these guys are. He's going to knock out C-Jack TV, and Vincent going to fall soon after. And I believe EMP Captain got both of them. And that is going to be it for game number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the live scores will be coming as soon as humanly possible. We will bring you...
Wow, he's quick.
Wow, do we have the stats already?
We do have the stats, yes.
Okay.
Keep in mind, everybody, we do this on a delay, so we didn't see it, but our stats team had the stats from this game before we ever saw them. Several minutes, in fact. And our stats team is super, super quick.
Okay.
So...
let's hear it.
University of Texas Austin, 1st place with 156 points. Louisiana State, 119. UCSD, tied with UC Irvine for 114. Ohio State, 111. SIUE, 106. Ole Miss, 99. Georgia Southern, 83. West Virginia, 81. Now we get into the 10th through 18th. 10th place, University of Oregon with 74. 11th place, Colorado School of Mines with 70. 12th place, and our last team in the playoffs, Mississippi State University with 65.
And that is those are your playoff teams. Ladies and gentlemen, the teams advancing to playoffs. Also keep in mind, we did have the top 2 teams from each division get a bye to playoffs. But what a series.
Yeah. First team left out, Virginia Commonwealth, then University of Delaware. Delaware was so close, too. Their deficit from getting into playoffs was 10 points.
What was Virginia Commonwealth's?
Virginia Commonwealth was 9.
That early...
So if Delaware had managed to win that game, they would have been in playoffs.
That is supremely unlucky.
Then next out is Cincinnati, then Liberty, then Rochester Institute of Technology, then UConn.
Darn. What an interesting series.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Fun to watch, too. But, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't anything yet.
I mean, this has been an absolute blast. So, I mean, it's come down to just insane play in Mississippi State. I would just like to say, excuse me, Mississippi State has barely gotten in, right?
Yeah.
They barely got in.
It was so close.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, they are in the final playoffs. Barely. Just barely. They are barely in playoff. Oh, I mean, what a success story. It's truly just something to behold that these guys have really fought. It's insane. It's truly insane. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing the raffle.
Yeah,
I know.
We want to hear the raffles.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the word is... Okay, hold on. Making sure, going to get confirmation that we have the ready.
Safe word.
The word. It's just the first word that came to mind. I know. I understand. It is upset. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Don't type it yet. It's coming. It's coming. Hold on. We're gonna get confirmation. Almost. Okay, good. Go. Type it in chat. Upset. That is your word. Upset.
You don't have to put an exclamation point before it. It's just upset. Just the word upset.
Yes, that's it. I'm gonna let it go for a bit. There we go. I see the chat rolling.
I see him flooding in now.
Easy Bake Oven. Not I am upset. Just upset. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are... Come on. Make sure you're followed, by the way. You're all typing upset right now. Make sure you're followed. No capital U. Just upset. With a U, lowercase u, all lowercase.
And by the way, while we're waiting for this this raffle to happen, we're going to put up the brand new standings, our brand new standings slide up on the screen for you right now so you can look and admire
all of the teams that are currently in playoffs. Here they are. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is our final standings for the qualifiers. We will have a full list of all of our teams in playoffs with seedings coming up here for you in just a couple minutes, probably. And if not, I will just read the list off. But these are your final standings from the qualifiers. Again, the teams sadly missing out: Virginia Commonwealth, University of Delaware, Cincinnati, Liberty University, Rochester Institute of Technology, and UConn. They all had great seasons, but just didn't quite do it when it really, really, really mattered.
Yeah. And truly, just some of these guys are... It's heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking defeat. Virginia Commonwealth was just there, and the kind of mediocre performance in the last game ended up securing it to the point where it just didn't work out. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I'm going to count to 5, or 5 to 1, and then once I hit 1, we're done. So get your upset in if you haven't gotten it. Follow that stream if you haven't followed it already. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're done. We're rolling it. Awaiting it. Awaiting. We are rolling.
The winner.
Salty as sea cucumber! Sea cucumber!
Really? Sea cucumber?
Sea cucumber! Our stats wizard! He's won! He's won it! I know you're in chat.
Great job to him, though. I mean, he was rocking our stats tonight.
He's done a great, I know he's in chat. I'll wait for it.
Oh, he's in chat. He is in chat.
Yeah. Congratulations. I know he's had a little bit of a rough time recently. I'm happy to see him win. I'm really I don't want to go into it, but I know he's on our stats team, by the way. He's one of our most dedicated stats players, and it makes me happy. You say all the rigged you want. Welcome to Raffles and Twitch chat. But
really?
Congratulations to our winner.
Yeah.
Sea Cucumber. And well, it is time to say thank you to our stats team, who has done a fantastic job and has updated our stat sheet, the one that you're looking at right now. They've done a great job tonight, all the time. All our moderators, everybody who has made what do you call it? Everybody's just really doing a great job.
Yep.
And our staff. And it's awesome.
We'll be giving away more tickets next weekend too, so come out to watch our finals if you want to win more tickets.
Yeah. But
here in just a minute, we're going to be bringing you another interview from UT Austin.
Yeah. And I just want to announce that really quick. 4 more giveaways next weekend. I think we're going to do the same thing. I like this keyword. It really helps us make sure that people are here and present. So, if you are interested in winning another one, not another one. If you're interested in entering to win another one, please join us next weekend for the Collegiate Battlegrounds Division 1 playoffs, the finale, the grand finale to this wonderful series.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right, we have University of Texas Austin ready for their third interview of the weekend, and we will be bringing them to you right now.
Top teams from the.
All right.
All right, so before we start anything, guys, how many more times are we going to see you next weekend?
How many games are there?
7.
So
Yeah, about
Fine.
7.
About 7.
8 times, maybe 8.
Maybe 8 for your winter interview, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So, I guess
3 for 5.
3 for 5. That's an above a 50% win rate. And granted, it's a small series, but that's still like real good. How do you guys feel about that?
Shows that we're consistent with what we've been practicing, so it's showing in the results.
It's a 60.
Also, sorry to interrupt, but considering that we're not going against the top teams in each of the leagues, we're gonna have to step our game up for sure. We cannot get too confident in the finals.
That's an excellent way to look at it.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Now coming off of that, I know you have a 60% win rate in the playoff qualifiers. That's pretty good. Like, so I'm just not going to mince words. It's like a pretty high win rate. What do you guys plan on changing? Is there anything that you see that's important for, I guess, you guys to focus on? And maybe, I guess, something that other teams can take away from, like, preparing in this week up to playoffs?
So what we're really just going to look at is on the VODs where we need to land, how we need to rotate quickly, secure vehicles. A big part our rotations in these qualifiers where we only had one vehicle. Like this last game that you saw us just win, we had a buggy and that's it. So and we rotated from Pachinki to the top of Roz with just one buggy, and fortunately didn't run into another team when we did that, so that worked out well. But yeah, in the finals we're definitely gonna need to secure vehicles and speed up our rotations, and that's what we really need to practice.
Now, I think what are the steps you guys go through, I guess, to secure vehicles? How far do you guys go out before deciding that it's a lost cause? I guess because I've seen a lot of teams complain that, hey, it's the vehicles that get us, right? That it's something that we fail to get. So what are you guys' thought process on that?
I mean, it just depends on how close we are to the zone, and but really and truly, if we do have one vehicle and we can make that work, just as long as we rotate correctly and not like through other compounds and just risk it all. But if we do see a vehicle and we kind of scout it out and it's kind of far, we will go for it just to secure another vehicle. I mean, because it will help in the long run. But considering this was the qualifiers and none of the top teams were in it from the leagues, it was quite easy to rotate. So
yeah. So how much harder do you think actual playoffs are going to be than these qualifiers? Like, to what degree? Is it going to be an insane degree, or is it going to be like a slight degree, do you guys think?
It'll be tenfold, because just the fact that it's finals, everyone's going to have that, that try hard mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But also you're going to have these top tier teams that are in the other leagues, UTSA, ASU, and they're going to know that they need to take these center compounds and the high priority compounds to secure placement and maybe even win. So that's what we're going to be having to fight against. So
yep. Are there any teams you're looking out for, I guess, in terms of scouting during the regular season that you've seen that may be a threat to your play style?
Definitely UTSA. They're aggressive. They drop Pachinki. They have a very similar play style, so we're going to have to kind of work against that and practice what we need to do to win.
Yeah. I'll add in onto that. I think also like UW is really good with rotations. So, a lot of times when we're rotating to a compound, we want it to be clear. So we need to know that most of the time they will know which compounds are the best ones to take, which are probably the ones that we'll be looking into also.
Interesting. Very interesting. So I guess I see Elwood, and I'm looking at a slide here of you guys just kind of taking a look more into your team. I see Elwood and EMP Captain. You guys both are IGL. So who's actually main calling for you guys in the series?
I'll be main calling, but EMP captain is there to kind of second guess whatever I say to make sure it's the right call, and he has made some calls to where it worked out for the better in some situations. So it works good to have another brain to kind of work upon what we need to do for rotations and stuff like that, and stressful situations as well.
I kind of just enjoy helping out the other members of the team, you know, just saying, okay, let's watch this angle, let's watch this angle. Elliot kind of does more of the macros, like, okay, this is how we're going to land, this is what we're going to push, we take this compound. And I'm there more just in-game fights, kind of say, okay, we need to push on this, or, you know, watch your back, just little call-outs like that.
So like a macro in-game leader and a micro in-game leader.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That's an unusual organization that we don't see in the CBA much, and it feels like that's one of the things that makes your team unique.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
One question I have for Degrado, I'm looking at the slide here. It says support. What does that mean? Or what does that mean to you, I guess, being the support on the team?
I guess that most of the time when we go to these compounds, we're in a 2-2 split. Like EMP is with Nanu, and I'm with Elwood, and I just listen to what Elwood needs me to do quite a lot of the time, and I just do it, and it works out for the majority of the time.
Interesting. Actually, Nan, I believe you're subbing in tonight, right?
Yeah, I subbed in the day before as well.
Yeah.
So I've kind of just taken like maybe a even more supportive role in the sense that I'm not out trying to frag hunt or trying to down people. I'm really just trying to scout and survive till like the latest circle and just try to win it out from there.
How has the substitution kind of affected the team dynamic? I know you're missing out on the Suck Extreme, who is listed as Fragger on this sheet. I guess kind of has the team dynamic shifted in any way, or has it just been relatively the same?
So I mean I have no idea how it used to be before, but I think EMP, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, basically the Suck obviously can't get replaced. He was our top fragger, as you can see. So he brought in a lot of kills before, and coming in, you know, losing the Suck and having to put in Andy, somebody needed to pick up the role, getting all those kills, and luckily it was Degrado. I know for the past like 2 weeks, Degrado had been in up with 0 kills and dying, so he actually stepped up and got a lot more kills than, you know, he has in the previous week. So he kind of took over that spot, and Andy kind of fell back into more of that support role to fill up, you know, where Degrado moved up and Andy went to replace Degrado's support role.
What do you say prompted that kind of shift? Did something change in your head when you realized maybe you would have to step up in that role? Or did you just kind of go for it?
I think it was just more of a go for it kind of mentality. Someone had to step up, and I guess it was me that had to do it.
Yeah, it was kind of very last minute, probably 5 minutes before the match was supposed to start, first game of the qualifiers, and I had to jump in there, and my play style is usually a lot more passive than most, so it kind of just felt natural to take like a more supportive role.
Yeah, his computer just broke.
Yeah,
like,
and I
it
think
just
all
broke.
this chat hype is getting Degrado pumped up, you know?
Yeah, just that was my next question. I was going to ask you at some point, what's going on? Degrad Omega lol, I think is the common thing I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's the Forsen boy mentality.
Has that affected you anyway? I'm sure you were aware of it, I guess, coming in. Or just
it kind of gets me pumped up, but I just mostly laugh at it all the time. I just find it as a funny thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty funny. You are like the most mentioned person in the chat tonight as I've been reading it, so.
Mm-hmm.
If that means anything, I guess going into playoffs, no pressure, but I think a lot of people are now excited to see you guys, like, I guess perform. You guys have a 60% win rate in the qualifiers. You've had a really good season coming in. After this, you know, in terms of the quote-unquote seeding, you guys are pretty favored. Like, does that kind of mentality going to playoffs affect the like pressure or anything? Do you guys feel like that going in, or is it more just keep you know doing what we're doing but better?
Yeah, definitely adds a little bit of pressure because we're gonna be going against some of the top teams here in the finals. But Also want to show that we can still perform this well against those top tier teams. I can't wait to show it.
It's kind of like that proving grounds, getting to that point where, yeah, we can do it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, University of Texas at Austin, thank you so much for coming on 3 times in one
Thank you
weekend.
for having us.
Not a problem.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The best of luck to you guys. I'm sure me and Gigabyte will be looking out for you guys. Twitch chat will be looking out for you guys. You know, all eyes on UT coming into next weekend.
Yeah.
So,
There we go.
good luck, guys.
Thank you very much.
See
Good
you
luck
next
in the
week.
finals.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
You too.
All right, ladies.
Well,
Yeah.
now that we have that, I'm going to read off who our playoff teams are officially now. We have Arizona State, University of Washington, University of California, Riverside, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, University of Tennessee, Knoxville, the University of Texas at San Antonio. Then moving from our qualifiers up, we have University of Texas at Austin, Louisiana State, University of California, San Diego, University of California, Irvine, Ohio State, Southern Illinois, University of Edwardsville, Ole Miss, Georgia Southern, West Virginia, University of Oregon, Colorado School of Mines, and Mississippi State. All of these teams will be moving on to our finals next weekend starting Saturday night.
Saturday night. You know, follow us, Twitch. And I mean it this time, because when we go live, it will be hype. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. These are your teams. Congratulations to our top 12. And we look forward to seeing a clean slate, a wipe. Ready to go.
Yeah, and all of the stats are going to be wiped going into the finals as well, everybody. So even playing field for everybody. There is no seeding.
Yep.
But, you know, now that we have our playoff teams, give me your top 3.
Oh, gosh, I have absolutely no idea. Top 3. I mean, Texas and Austin, they've put myself in their 3rd spot. And then I think of all the teams to come in, I'm going to put ASU in there. And I'm going to put, it's like I'm tied between UTSA and UWash. I think I'm going to put UWash in. I think. It's like a 3-way tie between UTSA, UTK, and UWash. And who knows?
I'm going to shock a lot of people with mine.
British Columbia?
You know what? I was considering saying that just for the memes.
But actually,
yes, British Columbia. I think they're gonna win. No, no. I think honestly, entirely, my top 3, and I'm gonna scare a lot of people. I'm gonna shock a lot of people. But I think it's gonna be top 3 in no particular order. We're gonna see Arizona State.
Okay, Arizona State. Yep.
West Virginia.
Interesting.
And Texas Austin.
Okay. I mean, Texas Austin really just came out tonight, and I think, you know, it's so hard to say predictions coming into the next night. I think it really is just.
I think we're going to see Texas Austin. I think we're going to see Texas Austin pull it out.
I mean,
they're going to pull out all the stops. They're going to come in the finals, and they're going to rock. And then West Virginia, you know, they kind of didn't really do that great this weekend, but they've shown throughout the season that they're one of the top teams.
They definitely have. I'm not going to argue with you in that sense. They really have done a great job.
And then Arizona State's just Arizona State.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. And then British Columbia is just going to beat them all anyway. So.
Okay. All right. Before we take this too far, I'm just going to give a wrap up for this stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out and watching the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association's Division 1 playoff qualifiers. And we hope to see you next weekend. Let me do my quick outro. As you guys are used to hearing by now, you can follow us on social media, Twitter and Facebook at Collegiate PUBG if you want to receive updates about the league. Follow us on our YouTube page if you've missed a VOD or want to check out a review of any of our past podcasts at youtube.com/Collegiate PUBG. You can join our Discord if you have questions about the league or you want to chat with players and staff, maybe get a game with some of the guys that were featured on stream tonight. You can check that out below. If you're a subscriber to our Twitch channel, we thank you so much. You will also be able to get to use that wonderful College Snake Boys emote in Discord if you are so inclined. So thank you to all of our subscribers for helping to make Collegiate PUBG the best Battlegrounds, best collegiate Battlegrounds league on the market. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, DreamHack, for providing those wonderful giveaways you saw tonight. So thank you so much to those guys for providing the general admission tickets for the giveaway, and as well to our first place Division 1 winners will receive 4 Bring Your Own Computer tickets to the DreamHack Austin 2018 event with $500 for travel expenses and the chance to compete in the $100,000 PUBG tournament. Thank you so much to DreamHack and to Corsair, who is providing our winners, our top 3 winners, with swag peripherals like the K70 mechanical keyboard. For our first place winners, all 4 players will receive. Second place will receive Void Pro USB headsets, and our third place will receive M65 gaming mice. So all fantastic products, fantastic support from Corsair for their great pricing for this event. We thank them so much. And to all of you in chat with the emotes, the memes, the good times, we appreciate every single one of you for coming out and watching the stream. So thank you so much. Last call. Follow, if you haven't already, to be prepared for the insane 7-game series that you will be witnessing next weekend.
I'm looking forward to it.
This is like literally the most hype that this whole season has been.
Oh, yeah.
And if you weren't already excited enough for the Division 1 playoff finals, 4 general admission tickets will be given away at intervals that I will decide, that you will have to just hop onto the stream, keep watching, look out for those code words that I will announce, and when I do, you will enter that in chat, and we will draw a winner that is followed to the stream. That is a reminder how these giveaways are going to work. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Airless Goose.
And I have been Gigabyte. We will see you all next weekend, Saturday night. Don't forget.
Don't forget, you can follow if you want that reminder.